Hey, welcome to another day of Potential Power Sources series. I truly welcome you on this day as well. Before we begin, let me share you the intent as a recap, whatever we have learned so far. We have learned that how learning anything is critical and crucial. And in case you are thinking that you cannot learn anything and everything, that's a simple myth. What is the prerequisite of learning anything? We learned in chapter 1, and from there on, we learn that how any neurocluster appears. We also learn that how two brain cells, it means neuron, connects with each other, communicates with each other. What is the another thinking organ which generates electromagnetic field or electromagnetic waves, the importance of intent. And before that, we also learned before this the importance of physics and the moment of inertia, motion, everything, how it is helping us to create our inner world. Okay, and we also learned in the last chapter the importance of goal, how one can achieve the goal, how one cannot, and what is the main physical factor over there. We also learned about classical and modern and quantum physics. Now we are taking a deep dive towards the electromagnetism. Let me ask you this thing: have you ever heard from someone telling you that you are the magnet? If not, then let me tell you, you are the magnet. And in this chapter today, we are going to discover how one is a magnet. Okay, so before we begin, let me tell you this thing, that you are aware of the electricity. Okay, so let me first define what is electromagnetism. Even if you understand, that's fine. Even if you're not at this moment, then at the end of this chapter you are going to learn this, right? So what is electromagnetism is nothing but this is an interaction of electric field, electric currents, and magnetic field. So let me repeat this: this is an interaction of electric currents or electric field and magnetic field. So you know that electricity has charges, positive and negative, alike repels and opposite attracts. The same goes with the magnetic field. So in the magnet, what is there? So magnet, when you shake a magnet, the atom of electricity, when they moves around it, they makes it magnetic, right? The charges make it magnetic. And even the magnet, if you think that, if you are aware already that alike poles repels and opposite attracts, and that's the universal truth. What exactly makes magnet to attract its opposite pole? It's not the magnet, it's their magnetic field. What strengthens that? The heat, the the current, and there are various factors which strengthen the magnetic field. And it's not the magnet. Okay, it's not about their north pole or south pole. It does not the tip of a magnet which really attract the other object towards it. Okay, in fact, electromagnetic field goes directly through its south pole to north pole straight. Okay, so it does not end at one point. Having said that, why I'm telling you this, why I'm trying to explain you all this, do you know even Earth is a magnet? Okay, it has got its north pole, it has got its south pole, right? But its north pole is its north pole is its south magnetic field, and vice versa. Having said that, now let me bring some element together. You know what? Your brain, when communicates, it does electric firing. Okay, and that's how it does communicate, as I have already spoken in the very first chapter, how your neuro firing happens. Okay, that's number one. Your body made up of earth element, Water and earth, I had given you the example already. I had also talked that your heart, when you focus on your heart desire, it generates electromagnetic waves, right? So, since we are talking about electromagnetic waves and we are talking about Earth being a magnet, okay? Earth being a magnet, not only Earth pulls the moon, but also its gravitational field. Okay, and gravitational field is nothing but a layer, a coverage of gravitational force, which let you feel the presence of gravitation force. Okay, why these all elements are important, I am putting in front of you. There is only one reason to let you tell that when electromagnetic waves get generated, before I talk about this, let me tell you and introduce you about James Clerk Maxwell. He was scientist, and around in 1850 to 60, he discovered and brought in front of the world electric fields create the magnetic field, and changing magnetic field creates the electric field, and vice versa. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. Let me again ask you why I'm explaining these all things. The changes what we are talking about the electric field and magnetic field, we are the part of that. Okay, so how we are part of that, I'm going to talk in detail in a while. But now understand this thing, that John Maxwell, what he said, James Maxwell, what he said further. He introduced 4 equations and he talked everything what is related to magnetism, electromagnetism in those 4 equations. And we are not going to get into the details of this electromagnetism. We are going to understand the things that this electromagnetism, they found the speed of electromagnetic waves is as equal to as light, and that is the reason light is also he derived as electromagnetic waves. And not alone light is electromagnetic wave, but before I begin talking about what else is the electromagnetic wave, I want you to take a note of it and draw a line about it, understanding that light is electromagnetism. Okay, light is electromagnetic wave, because we are going to use a lot about the waves in coming chapter to help you to create your own world, because it is electromagnetic waves which is self-propagating and it does not require any medium. Okay, like water waves require water as a medium. Okay, sound waves requires air as its medium. Okay, and what else are the electromagnetic waves? Like infrared waves, X-ray, X-rays, gamma rays, and then what else? Ultraviolet rays. So these rays are also electromagnetic waves. You remember in earlier chapter, we talked about how your brain is continuously firing. The neurofiring is happening, which is because in the synapse, that is because of electric firing, which we refer it as neurofiring. And when you focus on your heart desire, you set up an intent and it generates what? It generates electromagnetic waves, and it opens the doorway towards the quantum universe. However, this brain opens the doorway towards the infinite intelligence. And if you have understood that, and if no one has told you that earth is the part, earth element is a part in your body, okay, and even earth is a magnet, and how it becomes magnet? Because of the heat escaping from its core of the earth, okay, which makes it magnet. And the same earth element is the part of your body. Now putting up an intent about achieving anything in your life, okay, and it starts with the neutralization. When you put positive intent on a negative goal. When I say negative goal, means it has not yet been achieved. Okay, there is the process of putting this positive charge on the intent, and generating electromagnetic waves will help you to attract that goal towards you. Okay, and you remember, as I told in the earlier chapter, that everything you look at is made up of energy, and its prior version is the matter and energy. Okay, and that's how you tend to attract those things in your life. But the moment you put negative energy and the goal is already neutralized, already negative, what is going to happen? It repels. Okay, it repels. Okay, now when there are chances, when you get the goal and you don't end up setting up the higher goal, there are a chances where you have reached, you will start coming down from there, because you are not aspiring to next level of the goal. It means what? Again, positive ripples positive. Okay, you were already with that goal, and if you have not scaled up, if you have not accelerated that, that is going to drop off. And I bet that every person on this planet earth might have experienced, the moment you reach to certain level and from there you don't scale up, then you don't stay there only, you simply experience the drop. Okay, so this is how the entire system of inner world works in. And the moment you shake a magnet, okay, it creates the electric charges as well. So what exactly happened? Your body is a magnet, you are a magnet. The moment you deviate from one focus to another focus, the electricity gets generated, means your focus gets diverted, your intent gets diverted from one goal to another goal, and that's how the process of achieving the previous goal gets delayed, because now it is focusing, the focal length starts getting connected with the another goal as an object. And these things I'm just explaining in front of you as example, and it's totally okay if it does not sound really relevant. But remember, these all things, if it may sound puzzle to you, are going to get connected in the coming chapter, because in the coming chapter we are going to learn about the principle of relativity by Albert Einstein. Okay, and then it is going to make a lot of sense to you. So it was the chapter of electromagnetism, where we learned the importance of electricity and magnetism, how electromagnetism came into the picture, how Maxwell identified and discovered the importance of light, and its speed was equal to the light, and that's why he referred light being electromagnetic wave. Okay, and it does not require any medium, and that's why importance of electromagnetic field or electromagnetic waves from your heart is very important, because it is generating, your heart is firing electricity, your brain is firing electricity and generating, your heart as electromagnetic waves. Okay, so these things are just a kickstart, okay, to make you move to the next level, because through electromagnetic waves you can create your own world. Are you ready now to create your own world, having understood the complete principle of electromagnetism outside is somewhere relevant to your inside world? Okay, so this is going to be very interesting in coming days, in coming chapters. Stay tuned. This is Kumar Gaurav signing off. If you are loving it, if you are really loving it, and I would love to see your comments, hit the bell icon so that every time you will be notified. Subscribe to my channel, that every time when I'm coming to serve you something, you will be notified for that as well. And I'm loving serving you. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye, take care. This is once again Kumar Gaurav signing off.